segment of the news is brought to you by Journey to Recovery. Take the first step. Call 775-382-1072.
A prisoner attempted to escape the confines of the federal detention center over the weekend.
The County Sheriff's Office has issued a press release about an attempted escape that happened over the weekend at Core Civic Detention Center on Mesquite. At approximately noon on Saturday, the Nye County Sheriff's Office says that Core Civic, formerly Correction Corporation of America's Detention Center, contacted the dispatch at the Nye County Sheriff's Office to report an attempted escape from the Nevada Southern Detention Center here in Pahrump. Sheriff Office staff responded and set up a perimeter while Core Civic staff conducted a facility-wide head count. Core Civic staff had the inmate in custody before sheriff's deputies arrived on scene. The inmate never made it outside the perimeter fence of the prison, and the public was never in any jeopardy.
The National Park Service and Federal Highway Administration are proposing to reconstruct 7.6 miles of Bonnie Claire Road, also known as Scotty's Castle Road. The section of the road is currently closed to the public. This project would restore access to the park from Tonopah and Beatty via US 95 and Nevada 267. The Park Service is holding 3 meetings. The first one is tonight at 5 p.m. at the Bob Roode Community Center here in Pahrump on the corner of Basin and Highway 160 to discuss this and other projects concerning Scotty's Castle. Since the extensive flooding caused damage to roads, utilities, buildings, and landscapes that occurred on October 18th of 2015. The public is invited to attend tonight's meeting. There's also meetings for the public tomorrow in Beatty, December 5th at 6 p.m. in the Beatty Community Center, and on Tuesday, December 12th at 5 p.m. at the Furnace Creek Visitor Center in Death Valley. The Supreme Court is allowing the Trump administration to fully enforce a ban on travel to the United States by residents of 6 mostly Muslim countries. The justices said today that the policy can take full effect while the challenges against it make their way through the courts. The ban applies to travelers from Chad, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Syria, and Yemen. Lower courts have said people from those nations with a claim of bona fide relationships with someone in the United States could not be kept out of the country. The 9th and 4th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals will be holding arguments on the legality of the ban this week. Racing season has ended for Pahrump Valley Speedway, who had their annual awards night at the Pahrump Nugget this year in their former buffet restaurant.
You've been trying. You finally got it. Now win.
Pahrump Valley Speedway held their annual awards night, this time at the Pahrump Nugget. Drivers, sponsors, and fans of the dirt track here in Pahrump joined together for a gift exchange and a presentation of trophies to the drivers for this year's racing season. We caught up with downtown Michael Brown, who often announces at the track.
Well, it's the Christmas banquet for the Pahrump Valley Speedway, and everybody's here that was out there hanging out on the racetrack and having a good old time, and we're all here to celebrate and have a good time with everyone that we were all racing with. The day we're racing, I was mostly selling food or announcing or something like that. So.
The Pahrump Valley Speedway features many different classes of cars, including the mini stocks, bombers, mini modifieds, and coupes, as well as other types of vehicles. The racing season is over for now, but will kick up again in February. For more information on the season and Pahrump Valley Speedway, and if you would like to become a sponsor, you can go to PaHrumpValleySpeedway.com.
And here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, traders and investors will be closely watching Washington this week. Topping the agenda there is avoiding a government shutdown and how much retired Lieutenant General Michael Flynn will disclose as he cooperates with the special counsel's investigation into his ties with Russia during the 2016 presidential campaign. Facebook is among a number of companies that are reportedly about to make major changes. According to Business Insider, Facebook plans to test pre-roll ads at the start of videos on its social media site. At American Airlines, there's a new battery ban on some high-tech suitcases. Smart luggage is used by travelers who want to track their bags, along with using some USB ports. Regulators warn the lithium-ion batteries can pose a fire risk on board flights. And Chipotle is back in the test kitchen. This time, reports say the Mexican food chain is trying out a new creamier queso and nachos. Chipotle is also hot on finding a new CEO.
Lots of visitors in this town this weekend for the big race here in the desert. We'll tell you about it right after this.